Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be interesting to see if it is gonna work out, because I just feel like, yeah, this hero, especially compared to these universals and stuff, it ain't quite there yet, Owen. It just does feel too slow. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is gonna be an interesting one to see, because Secret, they definitely do have ways of stalling game out, getting this crazy farm. But let's see how it all does kick off.
So all going to be very, very exciting.
And let's see how much vision has an impact in this game too, because there's a good amount of vision aspects on both sides, right? We have Hawks, we have Techie's Mines, we have Rockets on one side, and then on the other side we have Wyvern flying. Batrider, of course, doesn't provide the same type of vision, but still kind of there. And then there's Breaker, so a bit of a clash of vision concepts coming in. Let's see.
See if we any action around these bounty runes.
I'm gonna do this a little bit too by mistake. I'm gonna call Secret Boom a couple times because FBZ has Boom tagged as himself. But
He's got the Boom tag.
So Boom is still playing for Secret, just a different Boom, of course, in the offlane.
That's true.
So
Boom.fbz.
Boom.fbz. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at bottom lane. I think this is the lane to watch, at least for me, for Secret, is how much success they're going to be able to put on with Techie's Beast. Because this lane, as we've said before, this lane can get tons of kills. They can be super impressive, and this could be the one to set up a successful mid-game in order to be able to withstand the pressure that I feel like Talon is going to set up with the Spirit Breaker.
Sure. Because, like, can the Rubik 5 do much in the lane here to kind of make it easy for the out? Or not necessarily?
It's actually not one of the worst versus Techies. Just because you can prevent the blast off and the lift and stuff like that. So I think it should be able to set up 23 for an okay lane.
All right, yeah, let's see how much we can pick up from this. And then over on the top, you feel this should be okay for the Moeta? Like, Puppy as the clock can sort of be annoying enough to stop Q and jabs from being too aggressive against the Crystallis in this lane?
This is a scary lane. I mean, Cogs now are better because they do bonk you with the charge and stuff like that. You don't just charge right through. But there's still a lot of ways to get on top of Crystallis. This could be a scary lane. Batrider is insane right now.
Mid lane with Koto.
Holding it.
Pretty low. Getting bottom. And the spam's going to start to step up. 3 so far.
He came ready. They've got salves. They know the lane they're playing versus, so they brought tons of regen. This is the way you deal with the spam lanes, right? You bring these salves, bring your tangos and stuff like that to deal with the harassment that they're going to bring. Tried to go for 23. A Yamich.
Able to turn. I mean, the Yamich is going to die for that one. Fade Bolt and a Blood Grenade ready from Ollie, and they're able to just turn around that attempt. Ends up giving 23 first blood. And
you gave it to the Alk.
Gotta be careful with that one.
The Doom scenario. Oh, does get his salve broken though from the axes. 23 being a little cocky with that one there. But yeah, gets a kill.
Now we're seeing on the farm on the top lane, Crystallis. He's doing fine. 7 CS, same as jabs.
Good lane positioning. As long as they can keep the lane right here, they're good. If the lane pushes forward pretty much at all in this top lane for Secret, that's when it's like, uh-oh. Especially for Crystal. So right now, it's really important that they're keeping it here. And Jabs actually gets pushed into tower there for a second.
We'll be able to step back in time. Mid lane. Koto continues to have a little bit of an edge here against Amel, as expected. This Wyvern mid, the Arctic burn early on. Very easy to push away the enemy mid, but especially with their melee. Constantly got to step back to limit how much damage you're able to trade with them.
That's actually a good point, too. Armel did go for the Skewer level 2 instead of having the Empower. That's a bit interesting. So it did have that bit of a base damage where if he had Empower, he'd have like a 20 base damage advantage over the Wyvern, so maybe that having a bit of an effect.
He's only managed to go by the 4 denies in the lane so far, but
yeah,
not being able to take away as much as maybe we would have hoped for in this matchup.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing to take away though for me is just that, you know, bottom, even though FBZ is farming, it's already, you know, 23 is getting that farm on. He's not really getting pressured. So it's going to be an Alchemist who's going to get quite a lot from the start of the game. And you imagine they're going to have some stacks very early on too for him.
23,
dropping incredibly low.
FPC, set of axes in.
Yamich knows he can't go for the blast off though. Like Ollie's there for the lift. If they go for it, he just lifts him after, right in between it. So can't quite take down 23. That's why I was saying the Rubik's not like. I think it's a pretty cool lane for it.
Yep. Top lane, and they're gonna go for Jabs. Jabs, he's caught in the cogs, but he's standing his ground. And in fact, Chrysalis, he's the one that ends up dying off the back of that attempt. Jabs does not go down. The wand and already having the Ring of Health definitely helping him out in that scenario. Secret, they can't get the kill on him. It cost Chrysalis his life.
You have to be very careful versus Bat Riders nowadays because the new build, you know, they go Flame Break and then they just go a couple points in Firefly. The damage is insane. They don't get the setup, and now the build also, I'm sure you've seen, bottom.
Yamich, he tried to go in again. This time, though, 23 was able to get the concoction off in time. So turns around with a stun. We'll throw out one more mine. 23 will die. So Yamich, he gets the job done.
Okay.
He'll definitely put that down as a worth.
Alrighty. And yeah, we're going to see the build from Jabs. I'm sure you've seen it in your pubs. Puppy.
Sort of tried to run down Jabs here, but yeah, he's ready to back Jabs up. So they can't go for this back. They've got to be, as you say, so careful at the moment with this skill build. When the Firefly's out, it's too much damage for Puppy to run into.
And he's going to get very tanky soon. As I was saying, he's going to do the Vanguard Arcane boot build, very likely, and then just the Octarine Bat Rider that we've seen pretty much in every game. Or in most games, I imagine. Vanguard Arcanes enable your 4 position to make the roaming. You always have kill threat and stuff like that. So 3-1 right now, Talon.
Good start. Mid lane starting to level off a bit. Armel's catching back up. Getting to the point now where he's able to equalize it. Extra point now in power.
Yeah.
Like the CS in this matchup. Hoping it's getting an even amount out of this mid lane.
Nice glyph there. I believe that was Mikoto there, preventing some last hits, getting some pressure. Power rune, 10 seconds. Who's going to get it? Yamich, he's checking bottom. Ollie's going to make the move to try to help. Where's it going to go? Talon doing the double rotation. Will be a haste. Does get killed off. And we do see the stacks, of course, already being made there. From the side of Q on Talon, and from the side of Yamich on Secret.
That should help.
Bottom lane, 23 soon to hit the 6. So
he's chilling.
They're going to have to bring down more than just the Beastmaster and the techies, really, if they want to try and make a go for him. Maybe there'll be a window when FBZ hits the 6, but 23 is going to hit his first, as long as he's quick with a Chemical Rage. Unlikely that these two can take him down through that ultimate.
Yeah, he's tanky enough at this point, for sure. Every little thing matters, too. There's going to be backup that can always come to. The Q is going to be at the ready. 15 seconds, Wisdom Runes. Soon going to be up. Looks like Puppy, he's getting in position. Trying to be sneaky Q. He's sniffing him out. Puppy.
He's not going to try for it. He knows Jab's backed off as well to help out. If a bit of a fight kicked off, if Puppy wanted to try and push for the Wisdom.
And we're seeing mirror things happening on both sides. Q stacks Ancients. Yamich stacks Ancients, too. So very similar stuff coming out from the 4 players.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
See Chrysalis in terms of his build, no surprises, going to be going for treads into Maelstrom.
They're making the move.
I mean, they're very strong.
Moving.
3 points in Firefly. Ollie's coming from the side. They've got the setup on a Chrysalis. Yamich is going to be TPing over to help out. Jabs and Q, they'll look towards Puppy instead. Try and dive him under the tab, cogs her up, push Jabs back. Secret, they're able to keep one another safe.
Okay.
Quite enough damage there from the 3 of Talon to get in, kill and get out.
Nice dead shot from Chrysalis. Keeps himself alive there. Do force reaction, though. And back to stacking. And yeah, I think the disparity of farm between this Alch and Muertas, I think this is the thing we talked about in the draft. You know, it's if they're not able to pressure this Alchemist in lane, the item timings he's going to be able to get over this Muerta are going to be terrifying. He's already 2,200 ahead, Owen. That's a lot.
This house is going to hit his timings. Yeah, the pressure was not enough. 23 is completely free farming.
It's a concern.
Over in the mid. I mean, because sort of 23 is so safe on his own down there, there's a lot of room for Q and Ollie to just do as they are. Just kind of run across the map, go from the mid lane to the top lane, and just be annoying. You know, force out reactions from Secret, slow down Secret's early.
They have kill threat everywhere. And it's easy to make the quick rotations.
And what's the sort of the best bet for Secret in this sort of position when you're playing against this pressure from Talon?
You have to be ready to rotate, but the thing is, like, you probably already starting to feel like kind of bad because 23 got that first blood. He's been given a free lane, so you don't want to be playing too much of just this reaction Dota where you're just like, okay, we're going to respond to the moves because we're getting off farm. So they might have to look to make a move themselves with Armel a little early on and earlier than I think that he wants to. Because he wants to farm his Magnus, and Beastmaster wants to farm, and Huerta wants to farm. So someone's going to have to take the back foot off to try to perhaps make some moves early on to respond to this pressure. Because Talon, they're just beating on mid tower for free here. Mid tower is less than half health. No response from Secret yet.
No, Armel's just trying to take away some of the farm with 23, farming in positions that he knows the out's going to be swinging around. That does indeed mean that not many resources being able to be put into this mid defense. Jabs turns to top lane here and looking towards Chrysalis. Chrysalis is a bit of a tough target to take down now that he's hit the 6. He's got to pierce the veil. Puppey once again by his side just in case Talon do try for anything.
Yeah, you're just leaving Yamich mid to try to defend. Mikoto, DD hitting the tower. Can Armel get the snag?
Telekinesis is out. It's going to be the problem as the mag against this Rubik. As long as Ollie's around, instant telekinesis, and suddenly you're just not able to get in with that opening that you want to as a Magnus.
And they had to be careful there. They could have gotten turned on. Mikoto had the DD rune. Does get dispelled. The taser does end up hitting the techies, gets dispelled, but now an arcane rune picked up for him. And yeah, they're stacking like crazy. I saw the Secret, they were stacking. It was cleared already mostly from FBZ. He's gonna likely have good timing on his Aghanims. But I mean, I'm just seeing Alchemist absolute free farming. Radiance is pretty much done, Owen.
Yeah, it's gonna be super solid
Super
timing here for
fast.
23.
And they're making the moves. Jabs, they're gonna smoke him. He's probably just gonna do his Ancients with his next Firefly. So it looks like maybe they're just waiting for perhaps a timing here. And Makoto's just playing super aggressively in mid, really wanting to persist for this tower here. It's very close to dropping to this next catapult.
How's Armel doing? Quarterstaff. Still a bit of time until he's able to get that echo and be able to contribute. It's not been
Let's see what.
not been as fast of an opening as I think you kind of hope to see from the mid-mag, right? The lowest farm right now, out at the cores, like lower than Chrysalis. You know, Chrysalis had a tough time. Not kind of that flash farming you want to see from an empowered Magnus early on. A bit of a slow start for Armel.
Yeah, that's huge for Mikoto. 15 denies on the Wyvern versus a Mag. Cool. Yeah, Atos is pretty much done. He got the DD rune, now he's got an Arcane rune to play with. And it's I feel like this is one of the slowest games I've seen of the patch. It's 3-1, Owen. What are the kills at?
11 minutes in.
Take a look at Yamich. He's setting up some mines to protect him. He's still they're trying to hold on to mid tower as long as possible on Secret, but the thing is, they're holding the tower, but they're just getting out farmed.
Yeah, I mean, this tower's going to go down within the next couple of waves.
Yep.
Mikoto in with the Arcane rune, just pop the cooldown of Arctic Burn, get a few pokes in with extra range.
Jabs nearly has Octarine done. It's getting pretty close to having it.
Yeah, with a disassemble.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically got the money for the Void Station. It just won about 1,000 gold short, right?
Yeah, just about. Oh,
Yeah,
did
I
he
just
misbought?
under that actually.
He misbought. Okay.
Wait, he bought
he's,
two.
He's got it. There we go. He's good. He's got it.
He's put it back. Yeah.
Yeah,
There we
he's
go.
done.
No, you're right.
So,
He's got it. 12
finished.
minutes. Solid
Yep,
timing.
so-
That's what you want to see when you go for this Arcane Vanguard into the Octarine build-up. 12 minutes, you're happy.
That might be one of the fastest ones I've seen, just because of how like chill the game is, and he's not dying or anything. Like, he's level 9. Level 9 with an Octarine. I feel like it's like you don't see that. It just looks weird. But I guess this is now the new thing, of course.
It just, yeah, as the moments pass, it feels scarier and scarier for Secret.
Feels scary.
Like
I
Chrysalis,
don't know.
he's going to have to do so much, but you need so much to do that. You know, you get your Maelstrom, then you want to get your Dragon Lance, then you're probably going to find that the damage isn't still quite there, so you want to get the Crystallis. You need a lot of items on this hero.
They're gonna have to have some like super explosive ways to start fights, but they're not going for items to start fights. Everyone's playing, like as we said, like we've seen this now, of course, from the Magnuses so much. He's got his item, right? I believe his Echo Saber is pretty much done, and they have Ags on FBC, but they're gonna have like Clockwork initiate the fights, and these guys are gonna have to like run in to get this initiation. It could be difficult for something like Wyvern.
Sure. And it's kind of hard, right? Because Talon's heroes, they're pretty beefy.
They are. They definitely are.
You know, they're prepared for you if you go on them. I mean, we'll see Secret go for the move now.
Let's see what they
They've got
get.
to find something with this. They really do need to. As you said, they've got Puppey with the setup with the hook shot. If he's able to get in, and Armel and Yamich can follow up, maybe they can find something with this smoke.
I mean, they got to hit hard here because 23 is about to have BKB done.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we're just a recipe away.
Yeah. This
There we
could be
go.
a big kill. If they can get 23. Makoto's in position, though.
Talon seem kind of prepared. Yeah, they've got the 4 of them
They do.
down here, Talon.
See if Armel can find anything.
And Talon
Lingering on
know,
the
they know what's
side.
up.
Puppy
They know-
getting an angle. They're bringing the Muerta as well.
I see. Put the setup onto 23. Able to get
Gets the
ult
reach.
off. Pete, he's caught himself in his own cogs here, trapped underneath the tower. He'll go down the pop the raw onto 23 on the backlines. Armel gets him with the RP on towards
They got Makoto.
Onto Makoto. They do indeed get the 2 of them. With the RP
Now what?
expended, I don't think they've got anything left to play with this Secret. They've just got to run. When
He stuns
will end up
himself.
stunning himself. Armel's going to try and turn over towards him, but the Chemical Rage is still there for 23, healing him up. Armel goes down. It's just going to be a cleanup for Talon. I mean, outside of just being able to drop their RP onto Makoto, get that guaranteed kill, everything else just falls apart completely for Secret. That they're not geared up the same way that Talon is at this moment in time to take these team fights. Talon, they're more than happy to open themselves up to these brawls.
They just don't have the damage on Secret or the connection. 23, he gets the ult off. I think as soon as Chemical Rage gets off, the fight is almost just done there.
Sure.
And now, Alchemist is level 13. BKB is done.
Oh dear.
The boy is big.
Yeah, and
8-2, but a 7,000 lead so quickly. Without
And he
things, I mean, it's been gradually building up, but that feels, it's so early, but the game just feels so difficult for poor Secret.
I mean, I think you can feel that in sort of the plays that Secret were making there, because I don't think typically you want to be bringing your Muerta into those sort of situations where there's that much of a risk that the fight.
Armel.
With the setup with
looks
the
pretty
curse
dead.
in the mid, and he's very dead. Lasso into the charge. Armel's gone. Another kill for Jabs, dominating now on the bat. See, Yamcha Puppy, they're going to go for Ollie. They will get him, but they're probably going to lose some of their lives here in return. Yamich gets caught. Jabs still got the Firefly going over on the Puppy, knocks him back. Double kill. 23 now picking up the action with these kills. He's got his Blink Dagger coming out. This game, it is falling apart for Secret Fogden. We're just 15 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how they can try to like reestablish some type of things here. It's very difficult when you're playing versus this type of Alchemist draft when things have gone so awry. He's 5-1-4. He's part of 9-11 kills. He's huge, nearly unkillable. Even if you get him pre-Chemical Rage at this point because of how tanky he is, it accelerated so fast. Bots Octarine on the Bat Rider, level 14. He's the same as his Alchemist. They're huge. Makoto may be behind, but the other 2 are just absolutely massive.
Yeah, and the thing is as well with the Wyvern, it doesn't matter if you're a little bit behind, right? As long as you get a good ult off, you're able to play the positioning smart, you know, your abilities do enough. Top lane, Chrysalis, he tried to TP out, but the charge connects in time. TPs are coming over to try and back him up, but the lasso's back up from Jabs. Of course, that low cooldown thanks to the Octarine. Making these plays faster as ever, you know, from that mid move onto Armel, straight up to the top, taking out Chrysalis. Chrysalis going down. I just don't see this Muerta recovering, Fog.
No, me either. And man, I had concerns when I saw the pick because it's into this Bat too, and Bat, as we've seen, like I think Bat just eats Muerta all game. And I mean, honestly, Jabs has done exactly that. He's 5-0-3, flawless game. Makoto's having to take the back foot, but it's perfectly fine this game. He did his job. He won the lane versus the Mag. Besides that, his other 2 cores, they're carrying everything with the support rotations.
Puppy trying to get some XP out of this lane. We'll be able to walk away. Looks like 23 didn't quite have the ability to be able to dive in. Concoction was still on cooldown.
Damage. Might be able to scurry away, but you know, Ollie, he did steal mines, so I think he got what he came for.
Jabs has got eyes on him.
He's got him.
He's not getting out, Yamich. No. It's just going to be another kill here for Talon. 13-3, 10k lead now for Talon.
Oh, even lower cooldown in Flaming Lasso now, 48 seconds. So yeah, the pressure on the map, there's no space really for Secret, and there's none of the cores that are really there to be able to provide it at this point because they've all gone for their own. I know it's the right choice probably. I'm just like, you know, emphasizing so much. It's like they all go for their own items. So it's like these Echo Sabers, Mags, Aghanims, Beastmaster. The plays are just hard to make without an initiating tool.
So we're going to line up the silence then, put a stop to Q and Jab's attempt to get on top of Armel. Secret put themselves alive here underneath the tier 2 tower for now.
But only just keep themselves alive. Alchemist with...
Oh yeah, she went the Halberd rather than the Blink, sorry, and then just go for the AC next. I mean, yeah, you've already got enough initiation, right? You don't need to be the one to go in.
No.
Your rest of the team's got that covered. You just got to walk in and be unkillable. And 18 minutes in with a Radiance Halberd and a BKB, you're certainly exactly that. 23, unlikely to die.
I really like this Halberd pickup. The status resist, great versus Beast Mag, and then you have that Halberd, of course, versus Muerto, so super nice. Rockets to scout, but they're stolen mines.
Be careful of that Secret. At the least, Talon is backed away from the pit. Once they know that Secret's hunting around this area.
They have to catch Mikoto, but the thing is there's so many different things they have to worry about as well at the same time. It's a very tough fight for Secret. If you don't catch this Wyvern, he's just going to be able to immediately turn any type of fight that happens. But at the same time, too, you might just get gone on yourself. Big RP.
That's a decent one. The curse was there, though. Here's the veil from Chris's out, but the disarm. It comes out onto Chris's, so a huge amount of time, and this ultimate's going to be put to waste on the Muerta. Armel goes down. They got a couple of kills, but again, I think it's going to be Talon with the cleanup. 3 dead. Lasso's back up onto Puppey. Jabs drags him back. And once again, indeed, Talon, they'll take the team fight. Triple kill, 423. And yeah, I mean, the Halberd, as you say, it just completely destroys whatever damage Crystallis would potentially be able to offer in these fights. It just gets disarmed, and suddenly with that gone, they just don't have the damage output to be able to threaten these heroes. 23, they just can't bring this man down.
No, his item is, I mean, it's a very standard kind of items, but it's perfect. The Halberd, as you said, yeah, Muerto's damage gone. The status resist comes into play too. It's a good RP. It's a pretty damn good one, but the curse came out. Mikoto got the curse, so there's no follow-up, no other follow-up damage, and it's just immediate panic because it's not just one hero you have to deal with at this point. Yeah, you get 23 low, but Jabs is just killing everyone in the meantime also at the same time too. So yeah, they're covering their bases really nice. Great game from Talon so far. Secret trying their best to buff up their Muerta. I see a medallion on one hero, Solar Crest on the other, trying to put all their eggs into this Muerta basket, but she's just half the net worth of an Alchemist. Actually half.
A lot of money on 23. Very close to having the AC. At 900 gold off the plate map.
They're very good about their stacking. I do have to say that for Talon. This game especially, they emphasize so much on stacking both ancient camps, both hard camps. They have great heroes to be able to farm it. Secret, they did stack as well too. It just they stacked for their Beastmaster and FBZ. He has like his Ag's pipe, so it's like playing around him as like a carry kind of thing as this Beast can be good, but him making individual moves like this is just hard. This type of itemization.
Armel.
It's a bulldoze.
They'll drop it on the queue and we'll guarantee them the kill.
There we go. The drums Islam this time coming into play.
A little bit of a grab.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The biggest. Just the support here, and now Jabs. He's going to find something bigger for Talon. Gets in with the lasso onto FBZ. Talon, they'll be able to take down the offlaner.
I like Jabs' itemization a lot. He already went for his greed. His bots is Octarine. He's having a free game. Goes for Blink Force Staff. Now he's got ways to just start every fight. Got ways to break out of Clock, out of Muerta's. What is it? What's this W called? I always forget. The calling.
Top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, clean stuff. Very clean today for Talon. At least in this first game. I like the way they set up their draft overall too.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's see what they can get around here. They're looking at the Roshan. Especially with FBZ down.
Yep.
They're not really in a position to threaten this at all, so Talon.
RP on cooldown as well too, still for about a minute.
Should be able to get this one easily. See just for them, and definitely getting to a point already where Talon could look to threaten the high ground as Secret. A good push around the AC of 23. Secret stepping out a little bit. Chrysalis has got his next item, done the Shadow Blade complete. And maybe a bit of a better chance.
Still so fragile.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If they find him in the fight, he's in so much trouble. Whether he's either getting killed or he's just getting disarmed. He just got to try and do his best with that Shadow Blade to kind of outplay that sort of potential that Talon have to shut him down in the team fight, but it's not easy.
Positioning has to be like the 20 out of 10 for Crystals pretty much. It's not really dependent on him. His teammates have to do God's work in order to try to allow him to just sit his ground. I think the next best situation really for Secret is waiting for like a high ground mistake from Talon, and you get some type of skewer play, and then you get some consecutive kills off that. That could be the next big play that I would say for them. Otherwise, things look very difficult. I think fighting outside the base, it's kind of suicide at this point versus Talon.
Yeah, and it's just so hard to make those sort of moves as a Magnus because there is a Rubik and a Wyvern in the game, right?
Yeah. I'm shocked they're
Really
actually playing around this tier 2 bottom. I guess they really don't want to give up this area at this point, but this could be a big risk here.
Already, Jabs. He's able to start the action. He catches Yamich. Puppey is going to attempt with a hook shot in. I don't know if this is a fight the Secret can still try and take. Puppey, he's just gone into his death as he'll go down. And the rest of Secret, the three of them, they've got to run. The Shockwave pullback Q in time to stop the charge from connecting onto Crystalis, but Jabs, he's still looking to go. He's heading straight for Armel. We've got the Flame Break to knock him back. Q with the ult is able to knock Crystalis back, but the rolls there from FBZ on towards Q. 23 steps up. Crystalis will be able to take him down here with the Pierce the Veil, that magic damage, shooting him down through the Cold Embrace. Crystalis managed to sneak away with the Shadow Blade. Dust not quite catching him. Crystalis able to live. Sure, Secret lose too, but they were at least able to take Q down in return. They get something. Still, of course, not nearly enough to be able to start shifting this game back in their favor.
No.
But a trade of sorts.
They really want to hold this tower, though. I mean, Yamich, everybody's just swinging down immediately from the side of Secret. They really don't want to give this up. There's vision on this high ground, though, Talon. They see Secret. It's going to get dewarded.
Chemical Rage is back up for 23.
Jabs.
He's going Jabs. He'll start it. He sees Puppey straight and he goes, and Puppey's gone. Puppey does have buyback available if he wants to commit for it. Armel's trying to walk up for the RP. The curse is there to hold him back. Now comes the buyback from Puppey. They'll get the Stewart over towards Jabs. Jabs also pushed away by the dead shot. Charge forward from Q. He's in onto Armel. Armel's not been able to get the RP off.
Hook off the mark.
Brought down low by the Arctic Burn. Mikoto, he's cleaned it up. Double kill for him. Crystalis turns with the ult. Again, able to take down Mikoto through the Cold Embrace. But the disarms there from 23. 23 just comes charging through, gets caught in the cogs, but he's happy to stand toe-to-toe to Puppey. A couple of punches in on the clock. Puppey backs off. The stolen dead shot from Ollie catches Crystalis. It's 3 dead again on Secret. They try their best throwing everything they can here to against Talon in an effort to stop them, but it's just not working. They get Mikoto, losing 3, and almost certainly losing this tier 2 tower again. Yami's still going to try his best, throwing out the mines here to try and dissuade the push. 23's got the Chemical Rage back up in 5 seconds, and with the backup of Q and Ollie, he's going to be happy sticking around. 2 minutes still on this Aegis.
And somehow Jabs, through all of it, survives. I cannot believe he gets away in that one.
Yeah,
the hook shot, he dodges, 4 steps away, he trickles away for a second there. 9, 0, and 10.
No, check this replay again. I think there was a bit of a window where Armel could have dropped the RP to catch Jabs, but he opted not to. I think on this bit to the side when he goes for the skewer, he didn't want to use the RP here.
I'm not sure. I guess like he wanted to get something bigger out of it, and then by the time afterwards, it's too late. He gets lifted and controlled, but yeah, bit grim. At least they would have gotten the bat if he did drop the RP, but
I mean, and the bat is a pretty huge kill.
He's
not died this game. I think you got to be dropping RP, even if it's just for the bat solo, because Jabs, he is worth so much right now. 10, 0, 10.
But that, I feel like that says a lot about the story of how they're probably feeling on Secret, where Armel's like, I need something bigger. Like, he's like, yeah, we'll get a bat kill, but he's probably thinking in his mind, like, I need a 3-man. Like, I need a Wyvern, a bat, and maybe one more in this game in order to make things get better. Because, they'll get a kill, but overall, it doesn't change. Yeah, it'll make your Muerta happier, but overall game state won't really feel too much better. I guess, like, that's what I'm trying to think, right?
Yeah. So. And also, of course, Jabs, he does have the luxury of buyback, and he's got those bots, right? So you're like, if I drop the RP for the bat, he's just going to buy back bots back in, and then the fight could maybe even go even worse for them, because maybe Secret would be baited to kind of contributing more off the back of the RP being expended. So yeah, playing the sort of a high risk, high reward, you say. Armel, he's all in for the big RPs, because he's got to. They're down 20k right now. They've got to have some sort of like 4-man, maybe even the full 5-man RP defense here to turn this one.
Yeah, I think even like before this, I think it was just like the thing I was saying before. It's like the next big things for Secret, the next big timings is really high ground defense and play around your techies and your Magnus. I already see Yamich, he's setting up the mines. Set up for these skewer plays, you know. This is your way back into the game, potentially. I mean, it's a very small chance, of course, versus what Talon has, but I think that's their best way of trying to find a way back for this Muerta, just to get these big kills on these kill streak heroes, find someone who's not super paying attention with a Harpoon skewer play, and get these small kills to try to recover things. Not easy, though, obviously.
Not at all. Not at all. Again, as we say, just due to how many ways they can counteract the jump from Magnus.
Yeah. And they're just they're building more. I'm seeing, I think Jabs is building another halberd. So they're looking for ways now to prevent the one. There's only really one damage source at this point, and it's the Muerta. So
Puppey, try and go for this. Hit the jump, and again, telekinesis is there as soon as Armel tries to make the jump in. They get the lasso off. Armel goes down, and 23's in with the BKB and the Chemical Rage, ready to charge them in as he's in on top of FBC. 2 dead on Secret. They do have buybacks, but they don't have much more. And in terms of the base, it's going to be taken away from them pretty soon. 23's up the high ground. In fact, he's ready to jump in. Oh my goodness.
Bit deep.
Whoa.
A bit deep.
Okay. Well, the game's back on, boys and girls. 23's dead for 70 seconds. Maybe forgot that there was a techies in the game. He just went in. He was like, right, we've got this game in the bag. I'm jumping the high ground, but 23's dead. Armel, he's looking for the RP. He's going to be able to get it onto Makoto. Makoto's dead.
Okay.
I mean, this is... Crystalis, he finally gets taken out by Jabs, but Jabs is now completely alone. See if Jabs can continue to stay alive, or he's yet to die this game. But Roar's back up. They killed, and that's a godlike streak ended. Armel picks up a hell of a lot of money. Oh dear.
What is this, like a 9,000 gold swing and like a 12k experience change total?
Oh no.
I chose 5k, but I believe it was like 25k lead or something before all those fights kick off when he first blinks into the base or something. Consecutive feed. That was what you call that?
I guess 23 just, he felt unkillable. I mean, and to be fair to him, the last 25 minutes he certainly has. But jumping in under tier 4s against the techies and such, the mine's down, that's half your HP gone. Oh no.
Well, you get one of those, I think. Another one, things could get pretty problematic. Even though it's 15k lead, high ground defense and stuff like that, you definitely don't want to be giving too much.
You don't want to do that again if you're
Armel, oopsie.
They've caught him in. He's actually out of buyback. He 100 seconds. He's gone. So that's a big window open back up for Talon. That should be smooth sailing enough to maybe get a set of racks here.
I mean, it should be as long as 23 just can't blink in. If he's gonna blink in tier 4, you have to BKB up. Small window now found for Secret. As Talon. They probably tell themselves, all right, guys, come on. Let's not dive base. Wait for items. Makoto, I think, was really close to Aghanims too. Calm it down. Game's in the bag. Let's go for this push again. RP cooldown, 60 seconds also on mag, as you said, so they can go for some high ground push here. Glyph is available. But they do have a window, and Jabs, he is smoked, so he's going to look for a grab. Will he insta-die to mines, though? There is 8 of them at the ready here.
I feel
That's
like
7, actually, right there, but whatever.
And, Jabs, I'd say he's still having a flawless game. He hasn't died. Because that death, that was absolutely not on him, right? That was on his whole team. Just everyone else died.
That was everyone else's fault. That was not Jabs' fault.
Jabs
is still having a flawless game. I don't consider that Jabs'
13, 0, 12.
That's 23's death from everybody. He actually technically has 5. He's not 10-2 anymore.
There we go. The push coming in. 30 seconds, still no arm out.
I feel like Jabs is going to blink into all these mines for some reason. Hook shot.
On to 23.
Crystalis.
It's a great grab onto them with the lasso. If they got any follow-up, they have the disarm. Crystalis as well is out. Curse, they're doing everything they can to control this Muerta. Make sure Crystalis has nothing to offer in this team fight, and they'll succeed. They kill off the Muerta without Crystalis able to pretty much do anything. BKB's pop now from 23 and FBZ. 23 will have to back off a little bit. Chemical Rage has come to an end. So they'll back off. I'll just sort of kite out the rest of this fight. Armel is back in action. He's able to get the pullback onto Q with a harpoon, but not able to set up for a successful skewer. So Talon, they get the kill on Crystalis. They won't lose anything.
Too much status resist. Can't even do it with the shockwave. Bulldoze plus
Jabs, he's in again.
Jabs.
Lasso's back up. He finds FBC in the mid. It does just sort of seem overall Secret a little unprepared for just how low cooldown this Lasso is. Jabs, he's just ready to go. Puppey's still committing in with a fight. Same to for Yamic. They jumped in for this one. Armel, he has got the RP down onto 23, but the Chemical Rage is back up. 23 is healing up. Yamic's dropping the mines. Is it enough to burst down this Alchemist? It isn't.
It's not.
The heals are there with the Cold Embrace. 23 this time round will be saved. Everybody dead on Team Secret. It's a team wipe. Talon back on with the push. And this time, it's without any hiccups. Nobody dies on Talon.
No, this one very clean. 23 does get pulled into, what, like 7 or 8 mines or something like that, but is able to withstand through it. Makoto's got the backup with Cold Embrace. And this time, Mikoto, he gets to shine. I feel like he's been kind of a sleeper a bit with a little bit of his positioning because he's just getting gone on, but this time with his Zags, gets all the hits off, does tons of damage, and yeah, back to business. Final shot for Secret.
Let's see if they can do anything here. Puppy's in. Crystallis, he's going to get caught again by the curse. Holding him in position. Jabs is getting pretty low. In fact, the crit comes through. Crystallis will manage to take him down, but he's all on his own in Crystallis. BKB's up for 23, and Q just charges straight back in on top of the Muerta. Crystallis goes down. Talon, they continue to take the base. They'll take a second set of racks. Jabs also buying back just to help speed this the end of this game up a little bit more.
Yeah, and now I think it's where Secret, you discuss what went wrong, obviously. Maybe you have been talking about it for a little bit of time here now as Yamich likely to go down as well. Yeah, I think Talon, they played the lane super nice. Mikoto won mid. Top overall, I think maybe a slight trade where Secret was getting some stuff, but the difference is really bottom. I feel like the Beast and the Techie's dying, that can't happen. I think they need to be the ones that have this kind of like perfect game to dictate pace so that Secret can withstand the pressure that comes from this Bat Rider, from the Spirit Breaker and stuff like that. And it's a 10-minute Radiance into a very early
nice,
BKB
yeah.
from the Alk, and I think that bottom fight, as soon as it goes that way, the game is like 90-10, if not more than that for Talon.
That was a pretty crazy game from Talon. Looking very, very hot. And as I say, even though this team weren't quite